Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's Bootleg Ass Studio. Good morning. Good morning. We up early. We up early like the news. Matter of fact, we is the news. How y'all doing? Let me check out the stream. What's good? Hit that like button as you fall in. Let me know who you is and where you from. Trying to check out the streams. Y'all bear with me. How y'all doing though, man? Hit that like button as you follow up in here. We going live. We up like the news because we is the news. And we gonna get it to y'all. Hope y'all doing great. Trying to make sure my YouTube is up. Trying to make sure we up on YouTube. It's not showing that I'm live. There we go. There we go. Okay. 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 So we up on YouTube. We up on Facebook. We up on Twitch. We also I'm trying to make sure we streaming on Rumble. This is my first time trying to attempt to stream on Rumble. Make sure y'all go follow me on Rumble as well. If you are on Rumble, I don't know if I did it the right way because it's a certain way you gotta. I'm using the software, and I gotta add like some codes to the software in order for it to stream through Rumble. And I don't know if I did it the right way, so we good though. We good. How y'all doing? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about my Rumble situation. I don't think I'm live on Rumble, but it's all good. We good. How y'all doing this morning? It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's Friday, July 18th. It is 5:22 as we speak. And I hope y'all doing great. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Leave me some in the comment section as you follow up in the building. You know, it's been a lot going on, man. Shout out to East Texas. Shout out to Longview. Shout out to Mama Scott and Fast ENT. They threw a lovely event in Longview, July 12th. It's an annual event that they throw every year. It's, Mama Scott, she created this fast bash is what they call it. It's an event for local talent, and not just local talent. Anybody that can get to the facility and sign up, whatever she allow anybody to come in, up and coming artists, I should say. And she's very connected. She got connections with a lot of big time artists. You know what I'm saying? Big X the Plug, Boosie, Ti. The list goes on. But she put together this event every year. They threw it. Charleston White showed up to one. I believe that was in 2022, 2021, something like that. He showed up to one. It was dope. And yeah, they just threw one this past week, and it was dope. Putting Longview on the map as it should be. It's a lot of talent out here. You know. But we finna go ahead and jump into this stream. We got a few videos we gonna cover today, so we're gonna go and jump into it. All right. Let me share this video on the screen with y'all. So there's this couple, right, who was making their rounds on the internet because of the woman reveals her baby daddy pees in the bed. You feel me? Let me put my headphones on for this and let's see what's going down. I hope we moving smoothly. I know we probably got a little jumpiness going on. But let me unmute this.
You pissed
Let's start that over. All right, check it out.
with a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss. He just pee for no reason. Pee for no reason. A man just piss in the bed, I do not want. These niggas going around, Fred going around talking so hard, but pee in the fucking bed. Nigga, what woman wants you pee in the fucking bed? You is pissy. You is pissy. You pissy, nigga. You pissy. On God, you pissy. Nigga, I can't even get comfortable in the bed. Pee running down my bite. And so this nigga don't do nothing but piss in the fucking bed. Pissing nigga. Nigga, you piss in the bed. You piss, ain't got no money, ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing, Fred. Fred ain't got nothing. Fred hard, pee in the bed. Piss in the bed. Pissy booty bitch. Try to act hard. Ain't got nobody. Who wants somebody, Fred? And y'all, why y'all didn't tell me, Fred?
Did he hit her? Did he go upside her head? Now, what they tell you about her though? She obviously been dealing with this dude talking about don't nobody want him. If he pee in the bed, you say he pee in the bed. That means he does this quite often, you know. And if he done it one time, you wouldn't say he pee in the bed. All right, he had an accident. Accidents happen. Sometimes we dream we at the toilet. You know, sometimes we dream we swimming, whatever. But you say he pee in the bed, so that means he does this. He has a history of doing so. So that means after that first time you stayed with him, it happened. Oh, okay. That second time it happened. Oh, you know, maybe he went to bed drunk. You know, you still coming up with excuses. But that third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th time, you know he pee in the bed at this point, and you still with him, and you ain't gonna say nothing about it. There ain't a problem until y'all butt heads. That's what's going down. Let me play that back.
He fussing with a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss. He just pee for no reason. Pee for no reason.
Oh, he did say, I be drunk as hell. I didn't hear that the first time. I didn't hear that.
With a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss. He just pee for no reason.
Hey, is the audio coming in? Let me make sure the audio is coming in, man. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, audio cutting through clear. All right, we're gonna bring it back one more again. I just gotta make sure because y'all know we in the bootleg ass studio. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes the audio don't want to play for whatever reason. You know what I'm talking about? But we here. Let's go.
He fussing with a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss. He just pee for no reason. Pee for no reason. A man just pissed in the bed, I do not want. These niggas going around, Fred going around talking so hard, but pee in the fucking bed.
Fred.
Nigga, what woman wants you pee in the fucking bed? You is pissy. You is pissy. You pissy, nigga. You pissy. On God, you pissy. Nigga, I can't even get comfortable in the bed. Pee running down my bite. And so this nigga don't do nothing but piss in the fucking bed. Pissing nigga. Nigga, you piss in the bed.
Pissing nigga.
You piss, ain't got no money, ain't got shit.
No money, huh?
You ain't got nothing, Fred. Fred ain't got nothing. Fred hard, pee in the bed. Pissing in the bed. Pissy booty bitch. Try to act hard. Ain't got nobody. Who wants somebody, Fred? And y'all, why y'all didn't tell me, Fred? I finna keep fussing with a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss.
And then he goes upside the head. Okay. This doesn't seem. It doesn't come across to me that this is new behavior. You know what I'm saying? This seems like they've been doing this for quite some time. They get down like that, you know. But this is what this is what happens. We put up with each other bullshit, and It's all good because we be in love, whatever. The sex be good. The money be good. In this case, his money ain't no good according to her. See, she ain't say nothing about he ain't slanging no wood. She ain't say nothing about he a little man or something like that. She said he pee in the bed. So she gonna hit him with her when she mad at him. You know, this is only the time that we air out each other's bullshit is when we mad. We don't, we put up with it. She put up with the pee. Talking about she can't get comfortable. She roll over and just go to sleep. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hit that like button, man. Hope y'all doing good. Hit that like button. Let me know who you is, where you from. You ain't got to be shy. If you just following up in this thing, let me know. Where you at? All right, now dealing with couples, we're gonna stay right there where we at, right? So, okay. There was this situation in Chicago. Says after seeing his ex-girlfriend and close friend post about their new relationship online, man threw Molotov cocktails at Chicago apartment, killing 4. Hold on, let me pull this. Hopefully, let me phone over here playing. Make sure don't know. Egg, jump in here, and we do. We got an egg. All right, all right. Let's go. What would you do if you found out that your partner and your old lady not only bumping and grinding, they all booed up? Yeah, like, but let's get up into
Trey
it.
Clark remains behind bars tonight after a Cook County judge determines that he is a danger to the community. Investigators say the 23-year-old became enraged and intentionally set fire to his friend's apartment after learning that that friend may have started dating his ex-girlfriend.
We're sticking close together. It's a day-by-day process.
George Smith says his family can finally begin their journey for justice now that the man accused of starting the fatal fire that claimed the lives of his loved ones heads to court. Prosecutors say 23-year-old Trey Clark was angry that his friend and ex-girlfriend were dating, that he allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail into the Austin neighborhood apartment where they were, sparking a fire that killed 4 people, including Smith's pregnant cousin and her young son.
It's an uphill journey, and the journey has not yet begun. The healing has not yet begun. We're a family that's hurting. We're a family that's sad. We're a family that's in pain.
Calling it a horrific crime and a brazen disregard for life, a Cook County judge showed Clark no mercy. Authorities arrested the 23-year-old Chicago man in downstate Springfield on Wednesday. He now faces murder, attempted murder, and aggravated arson charges, along with dozens of additional felony counts. 5-year-old Jason Henry, his mother, 32-year-old Regina Brown Henry, who was 3 months pregnant, Gina's sister, Destiny Brown Henry, and a 76-year-old resident of the building all died. Several people were also injured, including Destiny's 4-year-old son, who remains in grave conditions. Prosecutors say Clark allegedly set the apartment building located in the 5200 block of West North Avenue on fire during the early morning hours of June 26th, after learning that his ex-girlfriend was dating his friend after seeing a selfie she posted. Authorities say Clark picked up his cousin, and the two went to a gas station where they filled up an antifreeze bottle with gasoline before heading to a convenience store where investigators say the suspect bought black clothing, a face mask, and a lighter. The defendant's cousin says they drove to the apartment where he says Clark started the fire and then admitted to him saying, "I just lit the house on fire."
No matter what happens with, the conviction and the arrest, they could never replace the lives that were lost.
Prosecutors say Clark threw out the clothes he was wearing at his grandfather's house. In court, Clark's public defender told the judge that there was no surveillance video of her client committing the crime. She added that although her client has served time in prison for a weapons violation, that he is not violent. Clark does have 2 outstanding warrants for resisting arrest. The court did grant an order of protection for the defendant's ex-girlfriend. Funeral arrangements are still pending for the victims of the fire. Meanwhile, Clark is due back in court July 14th.
All right. Wild business, ain't it? How would you feel, though? Can you blame him? Because, see, I often do these videos. I do reaction videos. And I always say, like, when there's a couple, when there's somebody cheating in a situation, right? A lot of times you see the person that's getting cheated on want to go fight the person that they cheating with instead of confronting their lover. You see what I'm saying? And I say that's the dumbest thing to do. You should always confront your lover unless there's somebody that you know personally, like your partner, you know what I'm saying? A family member, cousin, sister, daddy, mama, uncle, aunt, auntie, whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I would say you go to somebody that they cheating with. Unless you know them personally, don't approach them. You go to the person that you in love with or the person that you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? So in this situation, I don't know if I would agree to throwing a damn Molotov at the apartment. But you definitely would want somebody's head. Who head would you want first? You know what I'm saying? Your partner, or you're supposedly, was that his ex-girlfriend? Or yeah, it had to be his ex because they're in a new relationship. So I guess it's his ex. So he ain't got no business being upset with his ex because they done with. So I guess you're just supposed to handle business with your partner, supposed to be partner, you know. But that leads me to think that they've been doing this while you was with them. Yeah, I think they've been bumping and grinding behind your back, dog. That's what's been going on. Yup. But speaking of fires, we're gonna keep it right here. Let me make sure ain't no ads on this video. Hit that like button. Okay, so there was this lady says woman rally. Hold on, rally? Did they mean that? Okay, so there was a typo. I thought that was trying to say they rallied behind somebody, but it says a woman really tried to light car on fire to avoid getting it repoed. So this woman lights her car on fire, pours gasoline all over her vehicle to keep it from being repoed. Why would you do such a thing? Let's just say you can prevent it from getting repoed. Now you done poured gas all over it. So now you can't drive it. Why would you? Well, I guess drive it to the car wash to wash it off, but is you really gonna get all that gas off? What's the proper way to get rid of the gas? And you better not smoke no damn cigarettes. Your ass gonna be grass, goddamn. But anyway, let's get into this video. Woman lighting her car on fire to avoid getting it repoed. Let's go. Check it out. Yeah.
Yo, bro, she pouring gas on there, bro. Hold on, man. What's going, bro? Hey,
This shit gotta be fake.
Hold on.
He come out here in a WrestleMania shirt.
That shit's slow, bro. Hey, what's going on, man? Daily Cash, man. What's up? What you doing? What are you talking about, bro? What is this?
This got skit written all over.
First off, you should have sent me more than enough to keep it real.
You can get like that.
We just come to do a tour. Put that shit down, bro. All you gotta do is, I tell you what.
I tell you what. This shit is fake.
Gas on there, bro.
Ain't no gas coming out. Ain't nothing coming out. They could at least put some water in it. They could have at least put some water in the jug.
Gas on there, bro.
Man, do y'all see this bullshit? Do y'all see this bullshit? Moose 305 in the motherfucking building, grand rising right back at you. Appreciate you for pulling up to the Bootleg Ass Studio. Miami in the building. But do y'all see this bullshit, man? That's why I can't with these videos sometimes. People be faking for the clout. Maybe they do this all the time. And they followers know that they do this.
What was that?
Because I done reacted to videos that were skits that I didn't know were skits. Usually I call it out. Usually I can tell. Like I just called this out. Usually I be calling it out like, hey man, that's fake. This is skit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell because the acting ain't good. But when that acting is good and they acting that shit well, if the acting is good and they acting that shit well, yeah. Then sometimes they get me. Oh man, did I lose signal? My Wi-Fi bars was gone. Am I here? We here? My Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, look like we in the building. But anyway, what the hell was I saying? Yeah. So sometimes when they acting it out and it's good, they get me. This shit right here got skit written all over it, man. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes when it get past me and I react to it and I can't tell it's a skit, it be people in the comment section telling me like, hey man, they do this all the time. This is a skit, this such and such. And it be a person that got a channel and a following already. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it may be one of those situations. Because why on earth would anybody with good sense pour gasoline on your vehicle? Y'all heard me questioning before we watched the video. So yeah, didn't make sense. Moving right on along. All right, we got a man charged with killing roommate's boyfriend who was allegedly beating her on FaceTime. How does that happen? We got a man defending one who was beating her on FaceTime. So that means we must have some footage somewhere. We must have some proof. So he gonna get off. He gonna get off. Let me share this with y'all though, man. Let me share this with y'all, man. Let's get into this. This is wild business. The justice system that we have is so it's corrupt, man, and it's just not. It's not the best system in the world, if we will. Because if this man was truly defending somebody, why in the world is he behind bars? But let's get into it. It says man charged with killing roommate's boyfriend who was allegedly beating her on FaceTime, right? This was published July 15, 2025. Today is the 18th. Memphis, Tennessee. A man in Tennessee is accused of killing his roommate's boyfriend who was allegedly abusing her. The Memphis Police Department said they responded to a call for a shooting on Sunday. When officers arrived, they discovered a man identified as Timothy Eccles near the railroad tracks, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. My shit just froze up on me. Damn. All right, let's go. Says he was taken to a nearby hospital where he died. The suspected shooter, Taji Turnage, was at the scene when officers arrived. According to the affidavit, Turnage said he received a FaceTime call from his roommate as her boyfriend Eccles was hitting her. Turnage told police that he also saw Eccles take one of Turner's weapons from his bedroom. Now, question. Out of all the people in the world to call, you call this man instead of 911. I ain't saying that you did wrong, but it raises red flags. It raises questions. Because as your boyfriend, even though he putting his hands on you, he shouldn't be doing it at all. I don't condone it. And man, you know, I ain't gonna say he got what he deserved, but getting dealt with by putting your hands on a woman, you definitely need to get dealt with in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But him losing his life, I don't know if there was the right move to make, because I don't know how bad the situation was. But anyway, you call this man out of all the people in the world. Was you screwing this man as your boyfriend? This is what I'm gonna think. You know what I'm saying? And even not as your boyfriend, I'm gonna think that. Because this your roommate, right? How you got a female roommate? I don't know. I mean, it happens. But I think that the opposite sex, at some point, they gonna bump and grind, especially if y'all young and functional and look decent. You ain't even gotta look decent. Somebody gonna be clapping cheeks. But anyway, let's continue. According to the affidavit, when Turners arrived at the apartment complex to help his roommate, he saw Eccles with the weapon and began to fire shots at him. Eccles was shot several times. When police arrived, Turners waived his rights and agreed to give a full statement to the police. Turners was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder. Damn. Do you think that was the right move by the police? Damn. First of all, I know they gonna ask this question, and I'm sure that we're gonna get probably police body count footage of this somewhere on down the line, maybe a year out from now or something like that, because they like to release shit late. Maybe we'll get this footage and I'll do a reaction to it. But yeah, I'm sure that they asked him, why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call the police? Now, dude still may walk. And if he don't walk, he may have to do, it probably get bumped down to manslaughter, which is a lesser charge. So he may do a little time, but not much if he's found guilty. I don't think they're gonna get him with first degree. Well, you know what? I take that back. I just thought about it. They're gonna get him with first degree. And it's all of what I just said at the beginning, because he didn't call the police. He had time to call the police. You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna get him with premeditated. They're gonna get him with premeditated because he was called and he went there and didn't call 911. So he already had it on his mind that he was gonna be in protect mode or whatever mode to do whatever he got to do. And instead of calling the police, he did what he did. So I think that they may go for the gusto on it. I hope he can beat it. Because a lot of times the police don't do nothing no way when you call in domestic situations. Sometimes they don't do a damn thing. It's probably been going on for quite some time. But I'm just wondering, why did she feel so safe to call this man? Why did she not call the police? If they had called the police, if she had called the police first, that man probably still would have been alive. Maybe. Yeah. But speaking of defending somebody and defending someone's understanding in their life, we got Shht warning RG3, right? For talking slick about Angel Reese. Did y'all see that floating around, man? We got Shht talking tough guy talk to RG3. I don't agree with what RG3 said, What did RG3 say initially? Let me see. I think he tweeted something about Angel Reese. Okay. I believe this is what he said initially about Angel Reese. And for those who don't know, I'm sure y'all already know about this. But let me show y'all. If we can get this to come up. All right, here we go. So this is what he said initially. RG3 says, after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese in the aftermath, there's no way Angel Reese can continue to continue the lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate. Now, let me see if I can find the foul. The flagrant foul that he's speaking about. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Clark racing ahead, zips it to Bonner, spinning. Wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Rebecca Allen, too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right.
Okay, so you see what she just did to Angel Reese. See, I don't watch sports at all. So I don't know. I only catch the news and highlights and things that you know what's trending and shit like that. Or I find shit sometime myself. Like there's been times where I found stories that wasn't trending and I've reported on it. But anyway, I didn't know that she, just like Caitlin Clark did this first and Angel Reese responded. They always see the response. They don't see or they don't pay attention or they don't highlight or amplify what made you do that. You see what I'm saying?
Strong on a three. And look at.
I don't know if that was on purpose or what. But she fouled Angel Reese first.
And look
it's
out.
A part of basketball, though.
Pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese.
Did she really push her though? Let's see.
Strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark.
It was an intentional foul. It was an intentional foul. But is it something to get mad over? Maybe. Game is in intense mode. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Third quarter. Tight game. You know, tension is high. So is it something to be mad over? I don't know. But she did foul her
pushes
first.
Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as.
And it's like she already knew what time it was as soon as she fouled Angel Reese, because look at her demeanor right after she did it. She started walking away like, okay, yeah, she tried to like show the rocking how to hand.
Too strong.
Check out.
Three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are
she don't want that smoke though.
Increased eyeballs,
y'all think
energy,
Caitlin
and
Clark can fight?
attention around the
Y'all think Angel
matchups
Reese can
between
fight?
Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese.
And she trying to get over there. I hate when people be acting like that. You know they ain't finna let you over there so you can fight, but you want to act like that's what you gonna go over there and do. Chill out, Angel Reese. Chill out. You ain't, you know, when people be like, man, you better be glad they're holding me back. That's what they would.
Around the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese.
You knew they wasn't gonna let her over there.
Is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
I mean, you know, that's a part of it.
A moment ago after a hard foul.
It was either foul her or let us go. but it really was no guarantee that she was gonna score anyway. All you had to do was jump in her face, put your arm up, block the shot, something. You didn't really have to go. It wasn't a necessary need to intentionally foul her. I don't believe, but that's the choice she decided to make in the moment.
Caitlin Clark on Angel Reese that Angel took exception to. So initially, Angel pushes Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark points out the no call. Then she applies a hard foul on Reese. Reese gets up right away to get in the face of Clark. Aaliyah Boston ends up getting between them. You'll see on this angle, the initial part seems okay from Clark, but then there's a shove at the end that I think should be upgraded to a flagrant one, because that's...
Oh, let me see. Where? Oh, look. Where they shove
at the end that I think should be upgraded.
Damn.
Ends up getting between them. You'll see on this angle, the initial part seems okay from Clark, but then there's a shove at the end that I think should be upgraded to a flagrant one, because that seemed like unnecessary contact from Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you. And she goes in.
It was definitely unnecessary,
extra
like I
there
just
from
said.
Caitlin Clark in terms of the foul.
See, RG3, he ain't gonna say nothing like that. You know why? Because he's what you would call a raccoon. You see what I'm saying? He does those shucking and jiving things to where we just gonna denigrate anything that's black. We're gonna talk shit about that. You see what I'm saying? And needless to say, he's married to a white woman. You feel me? And he was probably one of those boys who was picked on as a kid that they kind of out ugly, because he's really not that good looking, but I'm just me. I don't know. Maybe you find him handsome or something. I mean, I'm just calling it how I see it. You see what I'm saying? He's one of those people that's just gonna ignore everything that somebody outside of the black community do to somebody black, and we're gonna speak on what somebody black do in response. And I'm critical of Angel Reese as well, because I don't like the fact that she sit here and cry and mope about being sexually what's the word she used? Basically people was looking at her like a sex symbol and shit like that. But you out here yanking your britches up in your coochie and whining about being sexualized. It don't make sense. So I'm critical of shit like that. But right is right, wrong is wrong. And then if somebody wants some get back, who's to say how can you call that hatred? That she just hate her? Man, this is a competitive game. Nigga, you play football. You ought to know something about competing. And just because you bump heads with somebody and you are rivals with somebody and it get intense, don't mean that y'all can't smooth it out on a later day and be cool after y'all done reached y'all prime and y'all both done achieved success and did this, that, and the third or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this is all good for sports culture.
It's definitely a hard foul. It's not a foul that's putting somebody in a position.
These two girls alone have changed
yes, I think it should be
the game of women's basketball.
Caitlin Clark, because of that left arm as it wraps around and pushes.
The initial, you understood what Caitlin was doing initially because she sees a wide open layup. You'd rather put Reese in the line.
After review, the on-court ruling of a personal foul on Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. In addition, there is a double technical on Boston and Reese, which offsets.
So there you go.
Offsets.
The initial contact from Clark would have been a common foul, but that little extra shove in the end.
You'll see it from her left hand.
Right.
What did they even do? So they just had to give Angel Reese them some kind of tap on the wrist because they gave Caitlin Clark one. They couldn't just give it to Caitlin Clark. Damn.
Little extension there. All you
I don't
need
watch
is for
sports
the
though. Maybe
foul
they'd
to
have
be
changed a bunch of shit because I know back in the day they used to scrap.
unnecessary for it to rise to the crowd.
This ain't even the right video.
Criteria for it to be a flagrant foul penalty 1.
I'm gonna sit here and dissect this video. This ain't even the right damn video, I don't think. I don't even think that's the right video because anyway. So what I was trying to do was show y'all what RG3 was talking about. Where's this playing from? Some point. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to show y'all what RG3 was referencing and why he said what he said. But anyway, so now we're going back over to her to Shaq. This is what Shaq had to say about all of this. If For those who just coming in, we're talking about what RG3 had to say about Angel Reese, and then Shaq responding, taking up for Angel Reese. Let's get to it.
Speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay?
So she respond. What that mean, Shaq? She gonna go off on?
Thank you. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country.
Oh, it is the right video. I think it was the right video. So I was on point.
Dude,
okay.
That's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're gonna be remembered for your podcast. You're gonna be remembered.
He ain't lying. Like I said, I'm not a big sports fanatic. But don't nobody know shit about what RG3 done. What have RG3 did? Angel Reese done changed the game of women's basketball. She's created history. And he ain't doing nothing but keeping her name trending by talking shit about her and helping her remain an iconic figure in historical basketball. Like, what is you talking about? Nobody knows RG3. Nobody knows him, man.
For your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. Like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it.
I wouldn't say that like that now. I guess since you've accomplished so much, big dog Shaq, and you be sucking and jiving sometime too. I guess since you accomplished so much, you would hate to only be remembered for your podcast. I guess that's what you mean by that. But you having your podcast, I mean, shit, that adds to your enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Your podcast just may be historical in 200 years. You know what I'm saying? If you dropping gems, that's if you dropping gems, you know. But anyway.
Cool. So what? He hates her. So fucking what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not gonna respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft.
Baby.
By any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools. Because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it.
And see, what he want to do is, at the same time, he pandering to the women a little bit. Just a little bit. He pandering to the women a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Pander to the women, but keep it a book. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a book. Because anybody could have said it, Shaq, and you would have been pissed off about it. You probably would have respected it a little more if Lisa Leslie said it because you fuck with Lisa Leslie. You know what I'm saying? That's your partner too. You don't really fuck with RG3 anyway. See what I'm saying? So it ain't no problem for you to call him out on it. But if one of your dogs had done it, you'd be like, hey man, you know, chill. You ain't gotta do them girl like that. You wouldn't say, I'll punch you in your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Like, that's your category.
He called her a monkey. He said something about a monkey post. It must be another post that RG3
stay out of
made.
them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. If he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job with anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like.
Maybe he called in the post monkey, like a clown post or some shit like that. I don't know. But there you have it. RG3 did make a response though. Let me see if I can find it there. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all know we in the bootleg ass studio. You feel me? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you is and where you from. Why the hell does this damn thing keep playing? All right. All right, hold up. I was trying to see if I could find a video. I didn't know if there was a video out or not. But I did see a news article. All right, hold on. Let's check this out right here. All right, so RG3's response, according to New York Post, says Shaq threatens Robert Griffin III over Angel Reese. Post, I punch you in your effing face. All right, Shaquille O'Neal is beyond furious with Robert Griffin over his comments. Angel Reese, yada, yada, yada. All right. All right, says, hold on. RG3, Griffin III, the sports media personality, which he's stronger than us, a racist. All right, it says Griffin III, the sports media personality and former NFL quarterback, has been embroiled in controversy over his July 10th post on X, in which he strongly denounced a racist photo edit of Reese, but gave the racist image a greater platform by reposting it. I wonder. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this is. Because he said a monkey post. I'm trying to figure out what this monkey post is that he's talking about. So maybe this is gonna show us right here. Here we go. Here we go. So as you know, Angel Reese has been named the cover of 2K626 NBA Live, something like that, WNBA edition. And they recreated the cover with her on it, and they put this in place of it. Okay. Like I said, he's a raccoon. He gonna do shit like this. He didn't create it, but he reposted it. All right. Okay, so is this his response right here? All right, hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm looking, trying to make sure. In the post, Griffin also reiterated his previous statement that Reese hates Caitlin Clark and wrote that people in Reese's inner circle called him and told me I was right. That's what he's saying. All right, so that's what it said on the. That's what it said on the post. On the article of New York Post. Let me show y'all. So right here in the New York Post, it says Griffin also reiterated his previous statement that Reese hates Caitlin Clark and wrote that people in Reese's inner circle called him and told him he was right. Do y'all think that people actually call RG3, hit him up like, hey, dog, people that fuck with Angel Reese? People that genuinely fuck with Angel Reese. He said her inner circle. You got to peep what people say. And just call him and be like, hey, man, you know what you said about Angel Reese, man? Shit, bro. Hey, for real, though. Hey, man, you wasn't lying, though. You wasn't lying, bro. She hate that bitch. Even if that is the truth, even if she do hate her guts, do you think that somebody's going to call him up and say that? People do anything for clout, so maybe. I doubt it. Ain't nobody fucking with RG3. Don't nobody know RG3 like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know RG3. Ain't nobody waking up in the morning thinking about no damn RG3. He old news. Anyway, so he made a post on X, says, all right, this has to stop. There is no place for racism in this world. Shit up. Whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I have been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats, threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media and beyond. That would never be okay with me. I never attack. You see what he's doing now? You see what he's doing now? She shared a video that aided. You see, listen at the words that people use. She shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, and family getting all these death threats and all of this shit. So at first, I wasn't going to talk on it. I wasn't going to speak on it. But then all this started happening. People started calling me saying, we're going to kill you. We're going to butt fuck your kids. We're going to do all of this bullshit. And I just had to speak on it. You said what you said, which opened up the door for people to feel how they feel about you. Angel Reese ain't do nothing but probably speak to it as she has the right to, or not to if she wants to. But you have a platform. You spoke about her. She has a platform. She can speak about you in response. This is just how shit happens. But now all of a sudden, she said what she said, and this led everybody to wanting to get at me and my kids and my family. Bro, you sound like a Karen. That's what you sound like. Oh, I forgot you married to one. Oh, okay. Anyway, whatever. Where was I? It says, I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Did she attack you and your family? Did she? I don't know what video you talking about. So maybe in this video that he's talking about, maybe she was calling his family out. Maybe she was threatening his family. I doubt it. It would have circulated on the news, the headlines, and all that type of shit. But maybe in this video that he's speaking on, Angel Reese was talking shit, and she was saying, "Yeah, man, we gonna ride on you, fool. Yeah. Maybe we gonna do something strange to your wife, and tie you up and make you watch it. You see what I'm saying? And do something heinous to your kids, heinous. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe she said this, and with her saying all of this, he had no choice but to speak on it. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, because that's what it sounds like. The way he's painting these pictures, I'm just trying to, put myself in his shoes for a moment, because we don't want nobody attacked, kids especially. Yeah, but he said what he said, and now since he's getting all this heat, he want everybody to know, hey, I didn't attack her. I didn't do this. Y'all doing all this to me, but I didn't attack her. Nigga, shut up. Wrong minute. It says, I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. Oh, you say all this now, but just a moment ago, it was she hates her, not just basketball hate. Oh, okay. People in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right. And Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because of the media always asking her about Caitlin and being constantly compared to her. People have been compared since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of time, when there's two greats, Malcolm and Martin, Prince and Michael. You see what I'm saying? The list can go on. Brandy and Monica, Genuine and Usher, Bow Wow, Romeo. I mean, what are we talking about? I think she's just performing. That's all. Angel Reese is just putting on the show. Some feelings may be involved, but that's only good for the show. You see what I'm saying? I don't think she has any personal vendetta against her. And if she does, then she does. What does it matter? See what I'm saying? What does it matter? But just a moment ago, she hated her. Not just basketball hate. She hated her. But now it's basketball. See what I'm saying? This is what people do when the heat start coming down on their ass. they start trying to backpedal and change their story up a little bit. Yeah. Where was I at? Let's continue. Some people made it about race, but I never did and never will. Yeah, because you know better. You got them deals. You know not to fuck them deals up. And if you speak on race, that's your ass, boy. Instead of unless you talking shit about black people. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Instead of becoming the villain in any one story, I decided to just not. All that being said, Angel Reese or any black man or woman should never be called or depicted as a monkey, ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she is black, you are the problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you are a Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn it racial. There should be no space for racism in this world. So who on his team told him to write this? Who thought that was a great idea? All right. So Angel Reese responds. I guess Shaq said, go ahead with the green light. I guess Shaq gave her the green light. Y'all heard him a moment ago say he been stopping her. So I guess he gave her the green light and told her to go on ahead and say something. So this is what she had to say. Said, lying on this app when everybody know the first and last name of everybody in my circle for clout is nasty work. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do y'all honestly think that somebody in her inner circle called this dude up and said that he right? Hey, yeah, bro. Hey, ain't no cap in your rap, my boy. You shit. You told it like it is. You know what I'm saying? You told it and sold it, my boy. Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that? He lying. It's cap. It's cap. What he do? What he do? Moose 305 in the building. You know what I'm saying? M.I.A.O. Yeah, so yeah, you know. That's what's going on. That is what is going on. All right, now moving on along. Did y'all hear about Beyonce and them getting robbed for their unreleased music and whatever else? Do y'all think it actually happened? Or do y'all think this is just another one of their little stunts to stay relevant and she about to drop that album on everybody's ass? See, what I think is, if this motherfucker can't load up, what I think is it's a ploy. It's all a ploy, right? Because what they gonna do is tell everybody they was robbed. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I could be wrong as two left shoes. They're gonna tell everybody, hey man, we've been robbed. You know what I'm saying? Unreleased music. We gotta recover that. Man, boom, they're gonna recover it. We recovered the music. Boom, they're gonna put it out. This is the the music that was recovered by the robbery, and everybody gonna go buy it. Everybody gonna go buy Beyonce shit anyway, but this is gonna give everybody even more of a reason to go out there and buy that album. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is just me. Y'all know I be wrong sometimes. I be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I be tripping. I be full of that herb. I just be spaced out, you know what I'm saying? Thinking the shit sometimes. You feel me? That's just my conjecture. Let's get into it though. According to the Shade Room, it says warrant issued for suspect who allegedly stole jump drives with unreleased music, future set list, and more from Beyonce's choreographer. What the choreographer doing with the unreleased? Okay. She got to have the music. She gotta have the music, folk. Why? Because she got to practice to it. I'm just trying to put it together. Why the choreographer would have the music? Okay. So if they stole it from the choreographer, then what I just told y'all a while ago, throw it out the window, because that means that's not the only copy of the music. So if they got unreleased music from the choreographer, then the engineer, somebody, they still got copies You know what I'm saying? Or the unreleased music. So maybe what I said was just out the window. It sounded good though. You know what I'm saying? It sounded real good, didn't it? Yeah. Anyway, it says an arrest warrant has reportedly been issued for an alleged suspect who stole jump drives with unreleased music, future concert set lists, and more valuables from Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, and DeAndre Blue, one of the singer's dancers, in a car robbery in Atlanta. To note, the ordeal arrived amid one of the latest celebs, Tammy Rivera, popping out for Bay's Cowboy Carter show. It says, according to WSB TV, the car robbery occurred less than 48 hours before Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour touchdown in Atlanta, Georgia. Per The Guardian, the robbery occurred just after 8 p.m. inside a parking garage at Krog Street Market. Furthermore, Grant and Blue reportedly told police they had parked a black Jeep Wagoneer in the garage around 8:09 p.m. Then, when they returned to the vehicle, they discovered that the trunk window had been damaged. Additionally, they reported that 2 suitcases had been stolen from the vehicle. Grant reportedly told police the suitcases contained personal sensitive information for the musician Beyonce. Specifically, this included hard drives for her upcoming Atlanta shows, watermarked music, unreleased music, and past and future set lists. Damn. Imagine you out here trying to hit licks, and you hit a lick on Beyonce now, and she can't do her show now. You wouldn't give a damn, I'm sure, because you out here hitting licks. You just came up on a sweet lick. But what can you do with this? Other than some of the other valuables that may be up in there, but you can't really do shit with her unreleased music and set lists and shit like that. Can nobody buy that? I mean, they can, but who? Why would they buy it? Now, they may buy it from you and then want to sell it back to Beyonce. Now, hey man, I got your shit. I'm holding it for ransom. I just got it back from the robbers. You know what I'm saying? I need such and such. I just paid for it. I need this amount for it. Or you can buy it from them and give it back to them out of the kindness of your heart, hoping that they give you something in exchange. I don't know. But imagine you out here hitting licks and you hit Beyonce. This is just like when Bun B was robbed in Houston. His wife was held at gunpoint. He came down. He did what he did. I believe he shot the suspect. And then he said he removed the dude's ski mask or whatever, kind of like Scooby-Doo. And dude said he didn't realize it was Bun B, I guess. He didn't know it was Bun B house. But imagine it. Imagine it. Just something to think about, man. I conducted a suspicious stop in the area due to the information that was relayed to me. An officer reportedly stated in the police report there were several cars in the area. Also, that the AirPods were pinging to in that area also. After further investigation, a silver something, I guess they took that out, which has traveled into zone 5, was moving at the same time as the tracking on the AirPods. All right, so police reportedly questioned a suspect or a subject. The outlet learned, WSB TV, the outlet learned that an arrest warrant in connection with the incident was issued on evening of Monday, July 14th. Furthermore, the 911 made, I guess they meant the call, the 911 call made from the choreographer and dancer was released on Tuesday, July 15. Listen to the clip below. I don't even know if we want to hear that. Do we want to hear that? I don't know. According to The Guardian, Beyonce kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour in April in Los Angeles, California. Furthermore, the tour will conclude in Las Vegas. Yada, yada, yada. Most recently, Tammy Rivera turning head. All right, yada, yada. That's it. Do we want to hear this 911 call? I don't know. I don't want to hear it. We're good. That's it. That's all the information. You got it. All right, so a warrant was issued, and how can you issue a warrant if you don't know who the suspect is? Or do they know who the suspect is? You know what I'm saying? They said that they questioned a subject, but they didn't put the information of who that person was. See, that's why I be thinking some shit be some bullshit sometimes. Cause see, if it was a real situation and a warrant was issued and they found the subject, they probably would have put that information out there of who this person was. See what I'm saying? That's why I feel like this is a ploy. I'm right back to square one. Yep, right back to square one. I think it's bullshit. I don't know though. I don't know, man. I think everything is bullshit when you've been lied to by television and the media and the news for so damn long. You get the questioning every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Get the questioning every damn thing. At least I do. Call me crazy. Anyway, moving on along. So the Diddy case, right? You know, the Diddy situation. Diddy done scored a victory and he was found not guilty of RICO and he got found guilty of, was it 3 charges, but they had nothing to do with the RICO, something like that. But anyway, so he's awaiting trial. I mean, he's awaiting sentencing, I believe. And somebody who was over the case is fired, right? So we got Maureen Comey fired from her job as federal prosecutor after Diddy's verdict. Now, according to TMZ, says lead prosecutor fired after controversial verdict. Why was she fired? And what does this mean? You know, and this is her. She's the daughter of James Comey. I think that's his name. Anyway, it says Diddy controversial verdict may have cost the lead prosecutor in the case her job, right? Because a new report indicates Maureen Comey has been fired. TMZ has confirmed. Why was she fired? Law enforcement sources tell us the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey was let go from her job as a prosecutor in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York on Wednesday. The report hinges on 2 sources who spoke on the condition of anonymity since they weren't allowed to publicly reveal the news. We've reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office for more info. By the way, Comey also has a connection to 2 infamous figures in politics, Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. Shit, I always forget how to say her name. Ghislaine, I don't know. She worked on the case against both of them, and she ultimately got the jury to return a guilty verdict against Maxwell. It's worth remembering that Maureen's father has a long-standing beef with President Trump as well. Damn. And James even faced backlash for a political message he posted to his Instagram earlier this year. So, do y'all think that Trump may have done something with this? He did say that he probably he's willing to look into pardoning Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he's pulling the layers back slowly but surely. Says some reports have indicated the Justice Department may launch an investigation into James Comey, though there's no evidence to suggest this firing is connected to that. Of course. As you know, Diddy was convicted on 2 Mann Act counts and acquitted on 2 counts of sex trafficking and 1 count of racketeering. He is scheduled to be sentenced in early October and remains locked up in MDC, Brooklyn. We reached out to the SDNY. They declined to comment. Story is still developing. What do y'all think is going on with James Comey ass? What she got going on? Now, speaking of Diddy, we got Bishop T.D. Jakes out here explaining. Bishop out here explaining, man. What you explaining for, bruh? Check him out. Bishop T.D. Jakes claims more than 44,000 AI bots targeted him over false freak-out rumors linked to Diddy. And he goes on to say, if there was anything there, the FBI would have been in it. So these 44,000 AI bots that I think he's talking about, is people online, real people online, saying what they saying that he had something to do with some of them freak outs that he was up in there having a good time. He was seen on some pictures with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Partying and such. So I don't know, but hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the stream, man. Let's see what Bishop got to say, man. I'm gonna start.
Percent of them were all.
I'm gonna refresh it. We're gonna start it from the jump.
But this stuff goes viral. So they went viral on Oprah. It went viral on him. People trying to get clickbait, playing around, trying to get clicks so they can get paid, so they can become relevant. And what he's saying and what I'm saying is knock that off. There's no time for all that stuff. And it's interesting how black people often increasingly are attacking black people. I said it, right? You got a whole bunch of black celebrities, about 10 of them, that have been attacked by other black celebrities. We got enough problems.
And might I jump in and say this? When that first broke out, it was 44,000 bots that were released on me. And for people who read, Swoops, who does the investigation for NBC and other news outlets, discovered that 98% of them were all artificial intelligence generated. The other thing that it really proved to me, to Oprah, to Denzel, to all the people, it's everybody. It's everybody. Name anybody. It goes along with the turf. Is that we have got to stop getting our information on TikTok. Right. You know, that's a good place to start.
Right. By the way, there is an FBI website. You can just go there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's kind of water under the bridge. If there were anything there, the FBI would have been in it. Everybody would have been in it.
I just wanted to say it.
There's no hiding it. It's like when I had my health scare. Within seconds, it was all over the world. Yeah. You wouldn't have to find it on Instagram. You wouldn't have to find it on YouTube. You would find it in the 6 o'clock news. You would find.
Yeah, right, man. That's because you was out on stage in front of everybody doing what you do. And it was broadcasted to the world. We will not find you in freak offs so easily. We won't find videos and things of that nature so easy. Because if we would, then we would already have access to some of those videos that Diddy have. Or allegedly have. See what I'm saying? So what you saying, dog? You can't pull that bullshit on me. You can't talk slick to me. I pick up on that shit. Yeah, because if there was anything, the FBI would have been on it. You see, you can see that I had a situation on TikTok. You can see that on YouTube. I present to y'all what I want y'all to see, right? Y'all see me every blue moon. Now I need to get back consistent. But y'all don't know what me and my wife doing. Y'all don't know when I'm hanging out with my kids and we doing some shit. Because I don't broadcast it all the time. I speak on it when I speak on it. Y'all ain't gonna find them videos and shit like that. They in my phone when we going out and we having fun and I'm recording them. You may find them on here, but this is sacred. You see what I'm saying? And I present to y'all what I want to present to y'all. You don't want certain shit broadcasted about your private life. We ain't gonna see those. What are you saying, Bishop? Make it make sense.
I did everywhere. Much to my surprise, actually. When I had my health scare, how far it meant.
Because the world, that was the world reminding you what was really important.
Yes.
That actually you're appreciated and loved by people that really matter. By the way,
yeah, we don't want nothing bad to happen to you though. I mean, we seen that you had a health scare. We are human. You see what I'm saying? You didn't do anything so egregious to where we would want you to just be taken off of earth. You know, we just having fun. Bishop, you at these freak outs. You know what I'm saying? Bishop want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And then we also questioning how can you lead a flock of people and you doing this type of things allegedly. You see what I'm saying? So some people judging you for that, and then some people just like, shit, Pastor Bishop like to have a good time like the rest of them. But I don't think that we would be so cold-hearted and to know that you was in some freak outs and you still out here preaching and we see you croaked over and having a situation, we were like, well, he shouldn't have been in them freak outs. I don't think we would do that, bro. I think that we would be compassionate and we would be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, Bishop having a situation, you know what I'm saying? Praying for his family. Hope he make it through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we don't want nothing bad to happen to you. No. But you still gonna get these jokes. Yeah, you're gonna get these jokes, Bishop.
When we had that conversation, when you had the conversation with Oprah, I make the point because if they're gonna attack Oprah, they'll attack. I mean, the frequency is so low.
Who is Oprah? Who in the hell is Oprah? If they'll attack Oprah, nigga, shut up. Nobody give a damn about Oprah. Ain't nobody attack Oprah. Nigga, we making jokes. And if she was at them freak offs, then she was at them freak offs. She shouldn't have been. I'm just saying. Oprah ain't God. Nobody is safe from these jokes, bro. Nobody.
Well, if you're gonna go after Oprah, you go after anybody. So number one, and two, she wasn't aware that you'd been attacked because she don't watch low frequency stuff. Like she was completely stunned that you had any experience.
How you know what she watch? She don't watch low frequency stuff. Nigga, she produced Color Purple. There's a bunch of low frequency shit in there. What is you talking about, man? Gone.
With that because she don't mess around with that stuff. She's at a higher frequency. So
which really goes to our point.
Yeah.
If you ingest poison, don't be shocked when you die. You know, it takes all I can do at my age to try to stay current with what's going on because AI is moving so fast that it is very difficult to tell misinformation, disinformation from real information. You have to be quite shrewd and sometimes professional to be able to do that. And yet we have to keep up with not only being able to detect the true from the false, but also to keep up with the quick and sudden changes that AI is making, that is changing the frontier of employment, that's causing a lot of people to lose their jobs.
He done changed. He done switched up the direction of the conversation. Deflection. Let's talk about AI. Let's not talk about what they was talking about a moment ago. No. Let's get off of them freak offs.
And causing a lot of prepared people to find.
See, yeah, now we need to reel them in and talk about how they finna lose everything to AI because, yeah, let's stop talking about them freak offs for a minute, my good sir. I didn't come here to speak about that. Now let's direct the conversation to somewhere else.
Their jobs and to move into realms where we can really get something done. I don't want to waste time talking about that. I really want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't want to waste time talking about them damn freak offs. See what I'm saying? I knew it. I ain't see this video yet. I knew he was on that type of time. Yeah, let's move on, man. I don't want to talk about these freak offs, man. This is what I want to talk about. Let's see what you want to talk about.
What we came to build. We came to build communities. We came to through our relationships with Wells Fargo and others. We want to build communities. We gave away $10 million last year to HBCUs and various institutions that were doing something positive in the community. At the event that you were at, we gave away $500,000 for a fast pitch competition to help people to go into business. We gave $100,000 to a HBCU recently in Atlanta. We're about the work. I don't want to be distracted by the noise.
Right. So, but this is all.
Yeah, we about that work, man. See, I'm doing so much for the community. I'm doing good. I'm giving back. My good outweighs my bad. You see what I'm saying? See, this is him reminding y'all of the good that he does. Let's not get distracted by the freak offs that I've attended. You see what I'm saying? Let's not speak on that. Let's keep focused on the good things that I've done in the community. Let's speak on that. Yeah, I'll pick up what you put down, Bishop. I pick it up.
This stuff goes viral. So they went viral on Oprah. It went viral on him. People trying to get clickbait, playing around.
Okay, it starts over right there. That was it. Okay. Yeah. That's what's going on. Bishop gonna blame it on the AI. There's a bunch of AI bots out here trolling. You know. All right. Yeah. Before we go, let me give y'all this one, man. I know y'all probably have seen this one. If you haven't, then let's get into it. Oh, I forgot. This is what I wanted to get. Okay, yeah. Let's do this one. So there was a CEO who was caught at a Coldplay concert, man. It's crazy. So he was caught with his side piece at a Coldplay concert, right? They put the camera on them, just a random pan out view of the crowd, and I guess they just selected random people and it ended up being the CEO of some company. I don't know, but let's get into it, man. Just imagine it. Just imagine that you out there with your side piece. You know what I'm saying? You done told your old lady you going out with the fellas, with your friends or whoever. Just for you to be the center of attention at the concert, they put you on the big screen, and in today's world, you go viral. It would have been different had it happened in 1980, 1990, maybe. No, 1990, somebody would have had them pictures. Somebody would have snapped a picture. It would have got back to it some kind of way. But you know what I'm saying? You can't get away with it nowadays. But let's get into it. His name was, what is his name? Andy Byron. All right, let's get into it.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on...
I don't want to hear this, man. With this damn accent. I don't want to hear this. And all this damn reading. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, y'all.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
I don't want that one either. All right, man. Fuck it. What this New York Post? People are reading. I don't, and see, it got this music in the background. I don't want all that, man. And all this damn reading. I mean, I can read, of course, but I ain't trying to do all that. I was trying to play this video. Fuck it, let me get back to this video. Oh, did I just see one? What is this? What is this? All right, let's go.
The day.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Okay, are you ready to talk about the story of the day?
Yeah, everyone's talking about it. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
It's the latter.
It seems to be the latter. This is a kiss cam catastrophe. This couple was caught on the big screen at the Coldplay concert in Boston last night, and you heard the lead singer there, Chris Martin, calling the couple out after it seemed like they did not want to be seen.
And now look, everybody around them seems to know, especially this lady right here. She got her hand on her head like, oh God, oh shit, y'all been found out. The cover is blown. Shit.
Well, the two people appear to be the CEO of a
dick on ass. I'm talking about dick all on ass.
Software development firm and his head of HR. Both of them married to other people with families. They have not commented on the incident.
Listen, viva la vida, but with Asian people, like, what are you doing? Head of HR.
Head of HR.
Yeah, and the CEO. What are you guys doing over there?
You know, it's interesting to think about the idea that if...
Head of HR. Oh my gosh, not head of HR. Yes. They human too. Nobody is exempt from any damn thing, man. Like, why do we put so much people with titles on high pedestals? You know what I'm saying? I mentioned about this before, like police and shit like that. You know, anyway, I'm not gonna go
they
down
had
a
played
rabbit
it
hole.
cool. Like if the reaction had not been that, then nobody would be talking about this today. And yet it's all over our feed. I feel for the families involved. Obviously, this is tragic and upsetting, but also people are watching all the time.
That's right.
Ryan and I were talking about that. You're always
just saying, you know, today's day you can't get away with nothing.
recorded. There's always eyes.
By the way, Coldplay's next stop, Saturday, Madison.
And you're going.
I'm going, weather permitting. I'm taking the poncho. I'm ready
Oh,
to
yeah,
go.
don't take a side
Don't take
chick.
anybody you don't want to be on the Jumbotron with.
No, I'm going with friends, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I'm
That's
excited
what
to
he
hear about it.
said.
Thanks, Albert.
Anyway, so the CEO, he made a statement. The guy, Andy Byron. So check it out. Read it and weep. Says July 17, 2025. I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment it's caused. He says, what was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake playing out on a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and the team at Astronomer. I guess that's his employer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company I helped build. I'm taking the time to reflect the hold on, it's just small. Y'all know I'm wearing glasses. Let me make it. Can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? Damn, not that big. All right. Where was I at? All right, where was I at? This okay, you deserve better from me as a partner, yada yada. This is not who I want to. All right. I'm taking the time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out next steps. Personally and professionally, I ask for privacy as I navigate that process. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. Oh, we just had to flip the script, didn't we? We just had to flip the script. You came to the concert, and this is what they do at concerts, big dog. We're not going to sit here and move the goalpost because now you in the hot seat. You see what I'm saying? Had you been there with your wife, had you been there with anybody else, and you just chilling and you ain't doing nothing you ain't supposed to be doing, you would have been fine. You wouldn't have been tripping. You would have been talking about, oh, y'all put me on the big screen without my consent. I feel violated. You wouldn't have been saying that. The tables just turned that way, bro. It just so happened to turn that way. Yeah, shouldn't have been doing what you were doing. Should have been more player. Anyway, continuing. Where was we at? I respect artists and entertainers. First of all, y'all put me out here without my consent, but I respect y'all though. I do. Gone. See. You want to say what you say and then take it back a little bit. To make it seem like you ain't throwing no salt, no shade, or nothing, but you is. But you is. It says, I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. What they say? I don't know what they said, but as a friend once saying, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you, Andy. I guess that's something that that band sing, that Coldplay sing. Maybe that's some of their lyrics. I don't know, but yeah, you see how he flipped that script though. Y'all see that, bro? That boy flipped it, didn't he? That boy flipped that shit like some hotcakes on their ass. All right, anyway, we're gonna keep it on pushing. I got one more for y'all, and I gotta get up out of here, man. Let me see. Hopefully, we don't have no ads playing on this video, and we do. So give me 1 second. So this video circulating around of these women who has been, I believe they have, I don't know if they've been arrested yet, but they got warrants issued. Let me just read it. It says twerk session on police cruiser backfires, right? Facial recognition AI tracks down 2 of the girls and warrants start flying. So they issued out warrants for women twerking on a police cruiser. Okay? Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And let's get up into it.
One of them climbed up on the push bumper and began to dance on the push bumper. And then another 2 females came walking around the other way as well, climbed up on the side of the car. One was standing about right here, standing on and dancing on the hood. And then another one then climbed up on the wheel and then onto the hood of the cruiser as well. There's a small dent and a little crease here. You can see that we didn't decide to fix that at this point in time. And then there was a pretty significant scratch that was about probably from here to here.
You were able to somehow identify at least 1 or 2 of the people who were doing this. How'd you do that?
Correct.
With the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional Fusion Center, they were able to identify the women using facial recognition software called Clearview AI.
They also then do a little bit further investigation into social media accounts and other databases like that to try and further confirm the identity.
Remember, everything that gets put on social media is out there forever and may be used against you in a court of law.
The 3 ladies in question, 2 of you guys have been identified. There's warrants out for your arrest. You might as well come turn yourself in and get the ball rolling on your court case here.
Because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. You're going to get picked up at some point.
Damn. So they twerking on police cruisers. Okay. Is it unethical? Yeah. But is it illegal? Is it illegal? I don't know. I don't know if they could be criminally could they really be criminally charged for that? It says we can get access to that program, right? What did it say? Clearview AI? Let me see. What did it say? Damn, this damn egg. Right? Clearview AI.
Two of the people who were doing this. How'd you do that?
Correct.
With the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional Fusion Center, they were able to...
Pink Shorts was throwing something, though. I ain't gonna lie. Pink Shorts came up on there. She threw something real quick. It moved. That's all I'm saying. It
With
moved.
the help of the Northeast Ohio Regional Fusion Center, they were able to
It moved a little bit.
identify the women using facial recognition software called Clearview AI.
Clearview AI. Yup. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing of it is, when did this become illegal? Like, how can they really criminally charge these women for this? They found out a way to do any damn thing. So what they're gonna get them for is probably they're gonna get them for, man. They didn't say what the charges was. What they gonna get them for? Can't get them for indecent exposure. Disturbing the peace. Shit. I don't know. Lewd activities. I don't know. But twerking is a problem. This twerking epidemic is a problem. You know, it was that one situation. I believe it was at some restaurant in Houston. Maybe it was Dallas. It was some black-owned restaurant when these women was on the tables dancing and twerking and shit like they ain't used to nothing. So, you know, I guess at some point you got to start punishing people doing shit like that. All this twerking is getting out of hand. But is that really illegal? Like, can you charge somebody for twerking on a police vehicle? Anyway. I always say it's not for the general public. But if you own a business, could you possibly get a hold of that? For your bit? And now it's probably for law enforcement and shit like that. Anyway, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. It's been good this morning. We done had a nice stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you just following in here, let me know who you is and where you from and bring it all the way back to the front. You know what I'm saying? You can donate to the channel by sending me stories on Facebook, super chats on YouTube. But I would much rather you send it to my Cash App, and it's floating at the bottom of the screen. It's Sheldon VYBEZ 903. And the reason being because I receive 100% of the proceeds. If you donate through Facebook or YouTube, they're gonna get a big old cut out of it. And I need mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But I appreciate it either way it go. Like I said, hit that like button, share the stream. Till next time, I'm Sheldon Vibes. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes, like you're supposed. We out.